we're the ghost. Ego's king, we rule the host. Masks on screens, we wear them proud. Silent hands inside the cloud. Flicker in the firewall glow. Name in red on a watch list row. Every trace that they think they own, we erase, turn it all to smoke. Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global seam. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to rend. From the core to the crack machine. Hack the world, the final scheme. Reach the system, break the code. Watch the virus overload. Black hood up, eyes run cold. Turn the silver into mold. 10 fake memes on a single wire. One small spark, whole grid on fire. Who owns what when the locks all fail? Who holds power when we lift the veil? Heartbeat sync with the scroll. Cursor dancing on the soul. All their walls built tall and proud. We just walk straight through the crowd. Tonight, hey! Ride the edge or run from sight. When the curtain tears in two, will the ghost look back at you? Hack the world, that's the dream. Pull the thread of the global scene. One small key, whole sky screams. Hack the world, the final scheme. Hack the world, feel it bend. Every closed gate starts to end. From the core to the
Yeah, dude, alone. So far alone, yeah. How you doing, lads? How are you? Ready for another banger? Let me make this a little up. ऐसा ही है bro, ऐसा ही है. This is how I teach. Deal with it. Deal with it. Okay. But hopefully you guys did some learning, did some work, right? So today I didn't get much sleep, so I don't know for how long my brain will work, but I will show you a couple of things we'll start building. Let's build what's the name of that thing? Was that draw IO. We'll do all those stuff. Like we have to like build one by one. If you just start building like without like basics, it will like all end up crashing down. Okay, let me do something. Oh, you did these. Nice, bro. Do I have a login on this? 1 second. Let me check. Okay, cool. Howdy, Idor. What's up, bro? Okay, lads, we are going to use something called draw.io, or now it's called diagrams.net. Basically, in here, you will find a lot of shapes. If you click on the top bottom left here, right, shapes, you will go down. It will have AWS 2026. Just click couple of these ones. You will see a lot of AWS services images up here. So now if I go, let's say with EC2, I will see a bunch of, this is actually EC2 symbol, right? So I'll put one here. What we want to do at the end of the day today Yeah, it has a lot of things. It's like auxiliary draw, right? It's same as that in ways of like drawing, but this is much better if you are making architectures. So we have this, but I will use rather something like this. So we will have an EC2 instance. What will that have? Basically a simple Apache web server. A simple Apache web server, so that we can, when you open, right, you will see that okay, Apache web server is there, like you can reach, there is a web server. We are not going to work on building a website, just a web server. That would be our main one, so that we can access it from the internet, right? Next thing after that is we want to make sure like nobody remembers the IP addresses. We want to have a domain name, right? So what I will do is, I believe I have this one has it, name cheap. I actually got a domain for this stuff. One second, I will log in and so that you guys can see the domain name. Uh, I have to get the login like a token. Once I get that, should be Gucci. Okay, I don't have that account here. Let me see. No, actually, I'll tell you what is the case in this. Is that with this domain, this is actually something you guys should also be able to get it because you guys are student for free. That's why I'm choosing those specific services. Nah, why it's not working? Okay, never mind. It didn't went through properly. All good. We'll work on the domain name later then. I will try to get a domain name as we speak. Then what we'll do is basically nice one. Okay, I'll put these services we are going to use to develop something. Okay, so we already have a web server, right? What we want to do with the web server is that we want to be able to first access it over the IP address, see things are working. Then hopefully I will be able to access it using a domain name, right? How a domain name work? You will have a domain name like what's this called, provider, where you will buy your domain name from, like GoDaddy or Namecheap, or even there is Squarespace domains, right? Google domains is now closed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm greedy. But basically, those things you will be able to access. Then to have things access, right? Let's say here is your EC2 server. Either what you can do, there are two ways to do this. If you have a domain name, right, your domain, you can directly put it to EC2, right, pointing it to the IP address of the EC2, which is okay. But if you actually want to see how things work in enterprise, they don't do this way. What they do is basically have it point to, or basically migrate it to AWS, or managed by AWS, right? So you still pay to this domain name provider, but it is all managed by AWS, right? It points to AWS. It's actually not the firewall or DMZ. Route 53, what AWS does is uses its DNS servers. So the domain will be using AWS domain servers or name servers to have all the configuration done, right? Because on the internet, if you remember, when you want to go on a domain from your laptop, right? From your laptop, you want to go on a domain. What happens? It goes to a DNS names domain name server, right? It finds that domain name and gets you back the IP address of this particular domain, and then you can communicate. So we will have access to these domain names. Our domain name our domain name will point to AWS name servers, not AWS IP. There is no AWS IP. Domains and name server. So our domain, I'll go here. AWS name servers, DNS name servers basically, right? That inside that configuration, and we will use something called route 53 that will point to EC2. That will be the first flow, right? Because you guys don't remember the IP addresses. What you remember is the domain names. Now, you got that, right? Let's add something better to it. What we'll do is, with route 53, we are going to have then something called a load balancer, because you don't want to just have one web server, you want to have multiple in a real life environment, right? So we will have a load balancer here to manage the load for multiple EC2 servers using something called autoscale. Autoscale to have multiple servers, load balancer to manage the traffic being sent there. A very simple design but effective, something to show that you understand things, right? In cloud, you can do something. I've used AWS for building backends for some application, but never for web servers. Yeah, that'll be amazing. Thank you. Yeah. Does AWS? I don't think AWS provide domain names. Does it? No, AWS domain hosting. They host stuff, but register a new domain. Register a new domain, update name servers for existing domain. Okay, let's see. Health zones, register domain. Okay, we might be able to get one. Register domains. Okay, we can actually. That's awesome. I had no idea. I always went to like somebody else. So let's say if I go YouTube. Do I have any of the YouTubes available? Oh, it's YouTube, big YouTube. Nice. There are certain things available. So you guys can buy one. You guys can buy a domain name for yourself. That'll be nice. Cheapest one is .click. That's good. I had no idea actually. This is like new for me too. That's good. So you guys can buy for like .link or .click for pretty cheap, which is nice. .eu is pretty cheap, huh? Yeah, mine one is actually like let's see, my .org, hackerspub.org. How much is that? Oh, it's 15. I would switch from Squarespace. They are charging me no 15 15 USD. Oh, they are charging me the same number. Nice, bro. Dog white, dude. You will enjoy the series. So let's start with our main domain name. Will buy. Let's see, right? Because I want to. I think I have one. It's for the whole year. You always buy for the whole year. Price per year. Domain is always for the whole year. I have never seen domain being sold for a month honestly. I don't know if there is any service that provides domain by domain for a month, but majority of the big ones I've seen always provide for a whole year. There are some domains that have gone being sold for like 50 million and stuff, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, yeah. You can look into this. This is like a interesting thing to have. You will just need name servers to help with the domain buying and stuff, all those things. But pretty useful, I'll say. Okay. With that being said, let's get going. Yeah, those promos are like never good though. Like, let's say I will show you this. So, for example, GoDaddy will always be on top with like some kind of really good deal according to them. But it's like always for 2 3 years that they lock you in, and it costs you a lot at the end of the day. You can name cheap, like for students, always name cheap. How you can get name cheap is github.com, GitHub and Student Pack. So with GitHub Student Developer Pack, you guys can get it for free. Google doesn't do that. Google sold it. I actually bought my first domain was bought through Google. They had something called Google Domains, but they sold it to Square Domains, Squarespace Domains. So yeah, name cheap here. So about Namecheap, affordable registration, hosting, domain management, 1 year domain name with .me TLD with 1 year SSL certificate. You can always get SSL certificate for free. You don't have ever have to pay for it, honestly. But people don't know, so that's another thing. So you can get name.com, which is like .dev, .live, .studio, .software, .app. So a bunch of things, right? So use this to buy the domain. If you have a student email or student ID, use this. Okay. But let's get started with our main thing. Let's start with the building of a web server. And let me sit down actually. I don't feel the best right now. CDN, content delivery network? Yes. If CDN, what you mean is content delivery network, then yes, it has one. Okay. I'll go with this. Instances. You should be in whichever region you want. Yeah, they have everything. AWS has everything. So console, whichever region you are in, instances, EC2 instances, click on the instance, launch instance. We'll name it test. And then I will go with, let's say I will just go with Ubuntu today. 24 LTS, right? Oh yeah, it's a very large CDN network too. I agree. And we have T3 small, if I'm not wrong, with them for free. Sorry. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, my apologies. My dumbass accidentally clicked the wrong button. Hello. Okay, cool. Sorry, my idiotic, like I'm idiot because I accidentally clicked like some word and yeah, Wi-Fi was turned off. Yes. Okay, going back, we were at AWS free tier. We have T3, T3 micro, 3 T3 small. So we'll just search, go for T3 micro for now. T3 micro. I'll use my. They haven't. Okay, I'll create a new ones actually. I would love to, man. I would love to. So I have my PEM file here. Keygen. You guys are following me? You want to follow me? Let me know. If you are following me, you want me to go slow. Here we are at the instances, launching an instance, gave it a name, Ubuntu, test2, right? Select security group. Actually, I will do this way. I'm allowing all the HTTP traffic actually. Okay, cool. Don't want to show my IP everywhere. Okay, it started my instance, right? Here is the IP. You won't be able to access because there is nothing to look at, right? There is nothing. What will I will do? Connect SSH client. Then I already had this place. Things were set up. So what I will do here is send it to desktop. I have now access to this. You will see the IP address here anyways, bro. Don't worry. There won't, like, you guys won't be able to do anything with it. I don't think it is even sure. Here you go. But just don't do anything crazy. It's all good. You don't need it. You can start your own server, I will say. You can maybe ping it. Yeah, ping might work. So you guys see here. Okay, all good. So you guys see I'm in Ubuntu. This is the IP address, right? This is inside the AWS. Are you guys with me till here? So now here we go. Something is here. Oh no. No. Okay. Uh, okay. So I'm just going to do this app update and then Apache 2. Hi, that is fetching all the data we need. Now we'll install Apache 2 web server. Yes. Now we should have something running. Yo, CH, when you launch an EC2, are there any up to date? No, no, they are not. They are not. They are not. Actually, I'll give you the what actually they are, so you can see. The reason they can be, they are not, right? Why is because when you are creating something from you are creating an image, right? You are creating an image. Why not is I'll tell you. So you are creating an image, right? EC2 at AWS says, hey, you want to launch a new instance? You want to launch a new instance? What do you want to use, right? You want to use Ubuntu, you want to use Windows, you want to use whatever you want, right? These services, I have 24.04, like I can select which Ubuntu I want, but these are already created in the past, right? Published date. You see the published date. So all the softwares are at based on this date. All the software updates are at this date. You have to do a sudo update for this. This is like, think about it like a backup. A backup of Ubuntu 2.24.04 was created, and we are using that backup to create launch a server. You with me? Same with AWS Linux. I think this was like years ago. Oh, this one is latest. Huh. Okay. Yeah, 100% depends on which service, which thing you are using. Right? This is 2026 February. Ubuntu is way old. And you can search whatever you like. Apache 2 started. Okay, HTTP server should be working. Yes, yes. The major ones are quick, 100%. Because like their name is coming, right? They don't want, oh, somebody hacked this server. Oh, I see the reason why. So security group is expecting only 443, no no 80 is there. I have to add another rule for HTTP. So you guys might see here only HTTPS ID, right? You see the ID. So SSH and HTTPS was there, not HTTP. That's why we were not able to like get access. That's my understanding. So I'm just going to add my IP address too. No, I should not do this way. Okay, one sec. I forgot my IP that was there. Just adding back my IP. So you guys can probably see HTTP and you guys saw that now it was able to connect to the Apache 2 default page. Here we go. Oh well, now you can see anyways. So sure, like this works. Like we want, what we are doing is we want to make sure that we can access the server. There's a page we can see. We don't care about anything else, right? And this is a HTTP, not HTTPS. So here you go. You guys can do whatever you like, but just do it after this stream. Okay. So we have the first thing ready of our whole thing, of our whole architecture. I would love to. That's what I was thinking to do with the hackerspub.org. Put some Easter egg, have a CT, like a capture the flag, just find various eggs. That'll be fun. I was thinking about like some Easter egg like hunt to do. But okay, as of now, right, let's focus on this. So we have EC2 ready. Now, what we want is a domain name. So let's just go on the, actually, let's just go on AWS, buy one. Route 53. Bro, CH, what if it's running old Apache version because you didn't update the Linux server and it pulled off the old repos that I did sudo update. And I don't care right now, like what maximum people will be doing, right? There is legit nothing. You are just going to hack for what? It doesn't even have good resource. Like you hacking this, trying to run what's it called nmap will actually lose you some. Hey Panda, howdy. Howdy, long time no see, boss. Yeah, like I will keep it open for another half an hour. How about that? You guys can have fun, do whatever you like. But let me just go for a domain name. Let me go for censored hacker domain name, right? What is a good one should I buy? I want to buy a cheap one. Censored hacker, no, not hacker, censored hacker. Panda domain? Panda domain. Panda. Panda Punda. Happy Panda Club. PandaClothing.net. Ooh, I like that name. Panda Coffee. I should buy some Panda one. Gift it to our Panda. That'll be fun. But right now, let's buy this one. Or censored hacker. Yeah, Panda is an expensive word, bro. Censored hacker is cheap. Panda is expensive. Okay, so let's just proceed to checkout. I'll just buy this for a year. Oh boy. Never mind. I'm not going to go through. Yes, indeed, Panda. Okay, there's a lot of information you have to type, so I don't want to do that. What I will do is an interesting thing. Let me just log into my Square space domain. Rabbit, what's up, bro? So when launching our instances, when something gets updated, the vendor can update it directly. Yeah, you should be. Oh, they are able to update directly. Yeah, it has to get updated, and then you can update it directly. What about the libraries? I assume it might be just for the image, right? Oh, okay. I would go on GoDaddy unless there is a reason you want AWS. Yeah, Pogo, you're right though. One.com, yes. I actually have already. Let me just use that one. So we don't have to go through all the stuff. One second, lads. I'll go on the side. Bro, I can't even show this. It has all my address and everything. Let me do one thing. Sorry. I'll give you a quick peek into what I'm looking at. So I have hackerspub.org, right, as my DNS and everything. So I'll go to this DNS. You see the name service provider and everything. So what I will do is, can I add something more? I'm thinking like, should I change this setup? Okay, you know what? I like your idea, Pogo. Let's go with GoDaddy. Would be good to buy, just have something. Anybody else has anything I can buy for cheap quickly? Sorry, lads, just give me 1 minute. I'm trying my best to get like something ready. So we have stuff. and I don't want to leak information because I have so much information out here. Should we can't even skip it. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Aja. Okay, I'm created account on GoDaddy with my email. So let's go. First year you only pay for first year only pay this. That's like so. I don't like this like so big ones. Oh, can you? Thank you, bro. Thanku, thanku. Where's the domain name? I don't see a domain name, bro. In the channel, the just chatting channel. Okay, thank you, bro. Ben Stokes, bro. Ben Stokes. Just Ben Stokes. Okay, I'm just going back to the name cheap. That will make my life easy. There is no point in going around beating the bush. Will work for a whole year. Domain list. Let me buy a domain quickly. So I'll just buy this one, a shop one, quickly. Done. I'm just going to put my card information and then we have a domain name. You guys can buy a domain too if you guys like, or use that name cheap stuff. Okay, I have the domain. Vercel has free one? Why didn't you tell me earlier? Vercel free domain. You have free hobby plan or something. Let me know if you can get one. I would love to look into it. But right now I'll just get this one done so we have something. Yeah, I'm just using its buying. Is going in the process. It's in the process right now. Okay, beautiful. Domains. Alrighty, lads. I have a domain name now called Censored Hacker Shop, right? $1. I bought $1 one. $1.39. I know it's like $1. I don't want to spend like $15-20 right now in impulsive buy, right? Yep, it is. and okay, so you guys see certain things here, right? You guys see like the status, protection, blah blah blah. Not important. What is important is the name servers. Do we have basic one, web hosting, custom, DNS, right? Where we want to redirect people. So if somebody goes to censoredhacker.shop, should go to http censoredhacker.shop, right? Redirect, blah blah blah. What I want is, where do I put here? You see there are various records. This is the place that will help. Records are, if you define a CNAME record for the name, if you have like a MX TXT record, again there is MX record for emails. There's various different records, right? So what we are going to do is, we are going to have Route 53 dashboard. I want to create a zone. A host zone tells Route 53 how to respond to DNS queries for a domain such as example.com, right? Domain name is this, and there are steps, proper steps. Let's say I want to um, so login to namecheap, manage domain, advanced. We do a record for this for now. Everything what we'll do will be useless in 5 minutes. A record, host. What should I put here? At, okay. An IP address I will give this one. I'll keep this to 1 minute. Alrighty. So in a minute we should have HTTP. In a minute it should be like, so what is going to happen or happening in the background is, I told Namecheap that, hey, I have this domain, right? And I want it to be pointed to this IP address, this server, and I put that record. So what Namecheap is doing is is going to send a message to its DNS providers, servers, that, hey, create this record, create this whole record. This is the worst thing I've done. This whole record, you see, this mapping, create this record in your DNS server. Takes couple of minutes, but it should be working in a second. Can you guys try to? Ashish, what's up, bro? Okay, whatever. It will work in a bit. What we want to do is, I am in DevOps. Like I have DevOps, like with my part-time stuff. I have my DevOps gigs too. The problem is with DevOps, they want like very it's hard, man. Like it's hard to explain to some people. In the sense, like in stuff like, so I have my own personal gigs. I want like a very stable full-time job and personal gigs, so I can do whatever I like. This is pretty stupid. Create a hosted zone. Okay, beautiful. So what we are going to do is, we are in route 53, right? We are in route 53, create hosted zone. I'm going to give it the name, domain name I want it. censoredhacker.shop. Publicly hosted, right? Not private, publicly hosted. Create this hosted one. And you see the values here. There are two types of records, NS and SOA, right? Let's understand what these are. Yes. So name server records, to identify which name servers will be this domain be looking at. SOA is start of authority records for core administration. So nobody can like basically keep using your one, right? Primary master server, admin contact, all that information. Different things, right? But this one, and this one are same. Look at that, right? Is there a feature on your blog website by which I can share my profile link so that I can actually like look into that? I don't know. It would be a WordPress thing then. I can look into that, Ashish. Or like if you can look like maybe in WordPress, if we can do that. It has to be searched, or like we have to create something, or a plugin maybe. Just download one. Okay, so going back, right? We have Censored Hacker Shop, and these are our main servers. This is our important stuff. Once this works, I want to show you guys this. Takes time. That's why I don't like these DNS things. They always take so much time. This is working. Yeah. We don't need email forwarding right now. Uh, We are still using their servers. It should have worked by now. Okay, never mind. I don't care why it is taking namespace so much time. What I actually want is we have these change add domain servers. Domain name server 1. What will be our name server 1? Uh, I'll just hide the chat for a second. So if we go here, we have our name server 1. I have to go for the full dots, I believe. No? Okay. Custom name servers. No, no, no. Hmm. So we got our name servers hosted in AWS, got the name server, updated the go to domain list, click manage. We are in domain list, manage, domain. Oh, custom DNS. We add this name server here. We add this one here. We add this one here. We add this one here. Custom DNS. So we are not going to use any more the DNS servers from this DNS server that was at Namecheap. None of it will go. Every time somebody look at our domain now, it will go to AWS domain servers. That's as the people we are defining, as the owner of this we are defining. Oh, okay. All good. Like, I don't think we would ever need that anyways. So custom DNS name server section, select the custom right here. So you see all the records are gone because like host records are now going to be where in here. So we can just close this. No need for going to Namecheap anymore. All the management of our domain will be done in this. Now, what we have to do is create various records for various activities we want, right? So all the Route 53 records So first is A record. A record is IPv4 and 4A record is IPv6. What is IPv4 and IPv6, right? Is let me give you idea. So you have domain, right? Let's say google.com. Your domain name is google.com. It looks at many servers, right? There are like hundreds of servers looking at google.com, right? Pointing to google.com points to based on where you are. Some will have IPv4. Some will have IPv6 address. So you have to define using a record or 4A records in google.com's DNS records that, hey, point to this and these servers. But what are you doing? Actually, I'm just like, because people were asking about like cloud yesterday in the Discord. They don't want to do lead code yesterday. So I'm just showing a couple of things for you guys to get started with cloud, understand how to like build anything in cloud to show off, like let's say in your interviews or to anywhere, right? Hey, this is my website. Instead of creating it on Wix.com or Shopify.com or something like that, I created a whole infrastructure on AWS to show that hey, you know you can do things. And this actually will teach you enough resources, enough understanding so that you can do those what's this called certificates like AWS CPP or Azure 900, right? You will get enough understanding to get those certificates to show again in your interviews, get a job, right? So we were talking about all the records to map your domain to your IP server. So good part is if everything is in here, everything is in AWS. So we don't want a subdomain. We want like record type to be this and values alias. Choose the A endpoint. Do you have EC2? No. So in this actually I know load balancer should be here, right? Yeah, network load balancer is here. There are different things. Application and classic load balancer is here if you need it. We will do like couple of series because I want to actually talk about couple of things myself. I want to learn is like really good designs, system designs, which are really important for big companies. I want to learn those. So it is something I like doing too. Cloud is like something I love playing with. Panda loves those emojis. Okay, I have this IP. Let me put this for now. Yeah, thank you, Panda, for spamming. So we have this record as well set. You see the A record pointing to this. TTL. Understand TTL. TTL is time to live records. Basically, like the smaller the TTL, better or faster it will say, right? Time to live. So to prevent like indefinitely reduce congestion, ensure freshness. So for how long, after how much time it should refresh in the DNS server. Mukesh, what's up? No, not hack the box. Hack the box and hacking will go on as normal, and lead code and cloud computing will go side by side. Mostly still will be lead code from Monday to Thursday, and weekends I will try to do just cloud because I want to like read first so I can teach you what should I do. Congratulations, man, for exam over. That's awesome, man. No more slavery. Oh, 5 a.m. Nice. So time to live is how often it should refresh the memory in the DNS server. Pretty much. You can reduce it by going here and let's say I want to go to 60, which is like 1 minute. And you can also, if you guys saw here, different routing techniques you can have. Weighted, failover, IP based, simple routing. So many things are there. Whatever you want, AWS has it. And I just wish this works. Why there's an alert on my system? Sorry, I'm just going into Namecheap to see the alerts. Bro, what is AWS? What is AWS? Several people are saying is that AWS. Actually, let me put it till this is actually going. Let me put it in this way. Like, let's say, Mukesh, you want to build next Google. You want to build your next big thing, next big startup. You need servers, right? Let's do one on one. Oh, I see. You did it to your EC2 that way. A whole DNS name. That will work. I want to do it through Route 53. Oh yeah, I agree with Sick in the Mind. Like because like web development, big websites, you really need good skills. AI can't do it. I don't think AI can ever do it. Oh, nice, crazy. You are moving it, and it will look like a famous. Thank you. Okay, but let me explain what is AWS and what is cloud. Right? Let's say you have your next startup idea like Google or anything, right? Do you have money to invest in it right now? No, right? So, but you need servers, you need certain net database, you need a bunch of things to work and to deliver to people. So, you want to use somebody else's server. Somebody else should be able to provide you with the server for hosting the web server or your application for that matters, database, some networking, right? And a bunch of yada 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 stuff, right? Somebody need to help you with this, right? So you go for something called cloud. Cloud is somebody else's server where you can get like access to web. You can create a web server. You can create your own database, networking, or next AI app. You can do anything you like, right, on somebody else's server, and that's called cloud, basically. On a cloud, what you need to understand that there is every single service you can think of, every single application of technology that you can think of, or you need to help solve a problem, that's available on cloud. Why people think AI can not replace cloud? AI can replace, let's say, web development, but not cloud. First of all, it can't for web development, but with the cloud, because there are so much information, right? Let's say a company like Netflix, AI actually exists in cloud. There are so many things, but for example, let's say Netflix. Why cloud engineering is so important? Because let's say Netflix, right? AI makes a mistake while developing something of Netflix. You know what will happen? Every single minute Netflix is down, they lose millions of dollars every single minute, right? So that's the reason a lot of cloud engineering is such an important thing, because it's called site reliability. You need to make sure your app is 24/7 open. Imagine if you are in hospital, right? Huh? It wasn't corporate, it was just I had to learn. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Shrek loves. Yeah, cloud just means somebody else's data server, somebody else's server. That's basically it. The whole is called cloud because network diagrams. Yeah, it's over the internet. You are accessing somebody's server over the internet, right? But there is like, why cloud engineering? Because if even for a minute Netflix goes down or YouTube goes down, millions are being lost, right? No, I read it wasn't a compliment. It was suggesting to learn AI where you can move, and it looks like Shrek using AI. No, I didn't ignore. I didn't read. I did read this message. I liked it as a compliment. Yeah, you don't have to make a server thingy. You don't. Just use cloud. Refer to something on the. Yeah, just like actually, like, so for example, you don't have to build storage, right? I take it as a compliment, Panda. Thank you. Yes, yes. Basically, you can rent it. Yes, because like let's say for example, when you want to share a document, right? What do? Do you create a server with like I'll explain you. So when you want to share a document, do you create a server and share access to that server, or you just upload it to, let's say, OneDrive or Google Drive, right? This is basically doing the same, but for a lot of other things. What is AWS and Azure? Just like these drive, right? Just like these storage, one is by Microsoft, one is by Google. Cloud offerings have various, there are various providers of cloud. One is Amazon through its Amazon Web Services, one is Google through Google Cloud um, platform, and then there is Azure by Microsoft. There are many more, but these are the three biggest players. Yeah, they're actually like a good YouTube videos. They will have much better stuff. Okay, let's. I don't know what is wrong with this guy. Why it is taking so much time? It takes some time. They said it, but it takes like 24 hours to 48 hours, which I don't like. Oh, DigitalOcean is big one. Yeah, yeah. Amazon is does free for like 3 6 months now. No worries, man. No worries. Your tip forever. Okay. What I can do actually, I will show you guys something interesting now, because I want to show you how it works on. I can't show there because that will have some information. One thing I can actually do is DNS query. So DNS, public DNS, right? Domain name. Have a look at this. Hackerspub.org is pointing to these, right? That's my website. Now let's say look at, I can change the records, right? I can look at whichever record I want. Let's say if I want to go for Netflix, you see, they're pointing to these servers. What are these servers? These are actually the name servers. I believe these are, hopefully, these are the name servers. Where is, okay, give me all. Yeah, here we go. These are the name servers, right? Do you see the name servers information? This is how you know that Netflix is using AWS for its domain names, right? Those are probably the load bands. So you are right, sick in the mind. You're probably right. Yeah. Harshliness, it's suffering and YouTube videos probably. But there is also, like, you see this MX record. First one was the NS name server. Next is MX record. Gmail, Google Mail. So they are using Google namespace probably. for their stuff, right? Emails and everything. Site verification, they are using Google Site Verification. Domain verification. There are so many records, there are so much information you can find about a website through these records, right? Just want to give you guys the idea of what, because once this works, right, what censoredhacker.shop, let me show you what will happen. Censoredhacker.shop. Oh, it's showing the, okay, cool. Come on. It should be working. Okay, let me do some changes then. Okay, I think I know, I think what I have to do. Yes, sir. So I have to set up this records and allow HTTP as well as HTTPS on my great Apache server. Rules are updated. So allowing 443 in this. Let's see the status. Listen on. Listen. Okay. Should make it like this. Enable. Okay, cool. Everything is working now. It had like 80, not 443. That's what I'm thinking. That's the reason it's probably not working. And I have to just allow, going back here, instances. I'll just allow the 443 as well. Okay, should be working now. Yes, it is. This one, right? 91. Maybe I don't know why it's taking so much time. It should not take so much time. Or maybe it does take this much time. I haven't done it in a long time, so. How about I just do it here? Are you able to access it? TNS does take for like a good amount of time. They did said it. I didn't realize it will take this long. Wait, for you it's working? HTTP? Okay. Maybe what I have to do is I did. Both are like set to 000 and everything. Range, I see yours. So what you said is, oh, it's running for you. Flush DNS. It's working for everyone, just not for me. If I even do this way still, a whole hard refresh. This is like, how to say it? Okay, I'll do that, boss. In here, not here. My should have used. Why am I using this? Oh, that way. So like here, if I go IP flush, I had no idea. That's actually interesting. This goes here. So in my Windows, you want. Okay, that's interesting, new to know. Thank you.
Lalit Sir Calgary.
I don't have any videos. This is basically the video. This is basically the videos, boss. Will like if you have questions, you can ask me. But these are the videos. That's how I'm teaching. Dude, that's like the default, man. I can't even type this right now. Oh yeah, turn on VPN. That's actually a good call. Just put it in a India VPN. Should work now. Like it won't matter. Like if you guys can reach it, it's just me who can't reach it. No, even if it does. Okay, working. Finally working. Okay. I thought I have to actually set up a self-assigned certificate. I have no idea. I might have like played with it once and I might have done something stupid. So Mukesh, this is like what we are doing, bro. Like this is like there was one yesterday which we I did. So look at that. That's a really good one. And also like I don't have one video. But we can definitely like if you have questions you can ask me. Yeah, but there is like yesterday one. Have a look at it. I go over a bunch of AWS, what are various services, what it means, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I know. Like I don't have anything yet, but there is something we can you can look on YouTube and you will find everything about cloud, bro. you do in the tree. Okay, but now here's the thing, right? Let's go back to our plan. We have our domain now ready. It's using AWS name servers, and we have Route 53, right? Unknown, you were here. Oh, unknown. What's up, bro? Sorry, my brain was like just running around things. Howdy, bro. You got good sleep? Now we'll look at the load balancer. Let this be the last thing for today. Nope, not using your one. So for load balancer, let's come to the EC2, right? Here, let's say if we come to the load balancer specifically. Okay, you will now in 30 minutes. Cool, bro. All the best, man. I know, Range, what you did. I know. I'm very grateful for it, bro. So, what is a load balancer, right? A load balancer, as the name suggests, you have so much load coming from internet, like for example, Amazon.com on big mega deal day or whatever it's called, right? That thing has millions of people coming in at every second on Amazon.com, and there cannot be just one server serving millions of people, right? Just one server can't have millions of people, right? 1 million people logging in every second, right? You want to have multiple servers, but how the traffic will be balanced across all servers, because all servers should have like good equal amount of traffic almost, right? This not all traffic should be going to this. It should be going to this one and this one, so things are balanced. So this part where things are being balanced is called load balancer, and this is internet. Look, basketball looking thing. This thing is load balancer, and that's our main and last topic for today. Let me explain to you what load balancer does. Like how load balancer is created. So you guys see there are three types of load balancer. One is the application load balancer, second network load balancer, third gateway load balancer. Right now, don't worry about network or gateway. What we care about is the application load balancer. These all are representing various layers. Remember the OSI layer we talked about in networking and stuff? We have like various layers, right? 7 layers. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seventh one was the application layer. And then we have like network, basically networking layer. I know one is transport, but yeah, I'm putting it in network. So you have to remember network layer, right? So these load balancers are representing those layers, right? TCP, TLS, HTTP, HTTPS. We are looking for layer 7 load balancer in this case. We create that test ELB for elastic load balancer, internet facing, right? Anybody in the internet should have access. IPv4, we want putting it in the same virtual VPC. You don't worry about this. Which availability zone we want it in? I will put it in the same availability zone my EC2 instances. I clicked the wrong button. I'll put it in the same uh, place my load balancer was in, my instance was in, which is US East 1C. I'm going to go for that one. US East 1C. Subnet, there is only one option we have. Security group, the default one, right? HTTP, we allow HTTP. forward any group we have, or redirect to URL. No. Okay. Can I put, just listen to this port, I think that's good. Add target group. I have to create a target group actually then. Let's see, I don't know. It will happen like next Friday. I have to look what will be the best. No idea. Like, let me know what you guys think. Let me create one target group first. So we have target group. Target group is basically, let's say we were here, right? We had so many servers that were like being served by load balancer. They are all put in a group called target group to tell load balancer, hey, serve traffic for all the servers that are inside this group, right? So instances, right? Target group. So ELB test target group. Protocol, keeping it HTTP, this same thing. You can select the HTTP version 1, 2. I'm just going to keep it health check again, same, nothing much. I'm not worrying about configuration. You guys see here, I want to put this instance into this target group, and this will create a target group for me. Now going back, refresh this. I have a target group. I select this, wait, keep it 1. We don't need any tags. We don't need CloudFront. That's your CDN, bros. We don't need any of these stuff. Just create a load balancer. What is it? Add 2 subnets. Okay, let's do 1B, 1C. Dude, I don't really care about Apache version I'm running. I just wanted like to show the cloud side of it. Right, so we have this load balancer created. Now we'll go back to here. Go for it. Do it after like 10 minutes. We are almost done. So you see the load balancer is created. We can see all the information, right? Now, what we do, this is the DNS name. Now, here is the beauty of having everything in his Amazon, right? Right now, Route 53 is directly pointing to EC2, right? So what that means is that the domain will only hit one IP, one server, but we want to be we want to create a platform so it can serve 1 million customers, right? 1 million users. How we'll do it? Create a bunch of EC2, put it in the load balancer, and put the load balancer between Route 53 is Elastic Load Balancer, Route 53, and have all these in one group. And this is how it will point to. So Route 53 we have to update, and ELB we already put. So we'll go back to Route 53. Domains, we have one DNS management going on here. Now the A record, let's edit that. I want alias load balancer. Where's the load? Application load balancer. What's the region here? US East 1. I think that's our one. I want to choose the load balancer. This is the load balancer that was created by me. Done. So now you see it's not pointing anything to a IP address. It's pointing to the load balancer, the test ELB. I did test LB. I don't know why. That's the name of this load balancer. Things are pointing to this, and that is pointing to this server. The load balancer is pointing to this server. Now let's see. Is load balancer ready? Oh, it's provisioning stuff. Okay, it's active. Nice. And beautiful part about this, right? Now let me show you another beautiful thing about this. Earlier, when our domain name was directly pointing to a IP address, basically our server, we don't know if the server was working. What was the issue when we were trying to connect? Was it the issue with the domain name? Was it the issue with the IP address? What is the issue with the server itself? Was it down? We don't know. With load balancer, we can create some things like we can have monitoring, a better monitoring system. Moreover, we have, where's the health checks? There's something called health checks which we can have. Resource map security. Listener overview. Here you guys can see things are healthy. And going back to this guy, the target group has those health checks. Every 5 seconds, it will look at, using the HTTP protocol, it will go to this path every 30 seconds, and the timeout will be 5 minutes. What is the success code? 200. You see 200. Okay, when we were doing burp suite, you can have 301, right? You can have like, oh, it should be redirected, and it tells you how many targets are there. I have 10 servers, 9 are healthy, which one is unhealthy. We can diagnose, we can get all these information sent to us as soon as even a single thing goes unhealthy. When we were doing directly to one, first we are only able to use one server, we have no health checks. Here we have health checks, we have proper monitoring. Every time you try to hack, every time you try to send a network to my system, I can see using these things. You see there is traffic going on, count is happening, how many hosts, healthy host, count, all those things. Every single thing is being monitored now. And I can see your IP address too. So you were trying to do. There is a lot of things. Yeah, I can actually like create a Keyoptrix. You guys can hack it. One day we can do that. But I have to go to washroom now. So lads, that was it, and my throat is also giving up. I should drink some water. Throw up a homepage generated to alter. Actually, you guys can definitely like do something to it. Maybe what I will do is create one next time. Well, I will like come up with some idea so you guys can hack it. How about that? Once we do some like on monitoring, a stream on related to monitoring, then we'll do that. Right now, I will just delete everything because I want to save the $200 credit so we can use it properly over the 6 months. Yeah, yeah. If you guys use a lot of those services, I will get billed. Yeah. But yeah, this thing is really good. Like if you guys are able to learn this, you can actually, this is like beautiful part about computers, or like learning another language, right? Coding is like language of computers. Like if you go to France, right? French, you go to France, you know French. That's a power you have. You can like talk to those people. You can have a French audience on YouTube. Same with the cloud. You can use cloud to build your next app. It's a very powerful thing. Bro, everyone's saying me to enroll in an online BCA from IGNOU. What is IGNOU? I have no idea. Auto rate limit block IP. What is rate limit block IP? I didn't get that. Rate limit block IP. No idea, bro. What that means. Settle Gamer, what's up? Welcome back, boss. Well, as like, there's a lot of beautiful things you will see in world, especially in the world of cloud. I mean, you see the network CPU utilization, network bytes, how many connections were like, how much network was happened. Can I see the connections made? There should be a connections made too. Oh, it's a university. We can look into it. I have no idea about the university. Oh yeah, you can 100% do those security things. There is like actually in the security, you should have those things. 100%, bro. Number of packets sent, CPU credit utilization. You guys can do everything in cloud, man. It's a beautiful thing to have. Okay, lads. I think, but that's all for today. That's all I have. Um, I will go now. I'm still tired a bit. Just for a degree, I will say go get a degree, bro. If you can, like quickly get one, go for it because it will help you big time. AWS doesn't do it by default. Yes, AWS doesn't do it by default, bro. AWS, like I'm telling you, AWS don't let you breathe. You understand network input output also I had to mention, right, when I was setting up this server. Like you legit have to define every single thing. AWS won't do anything for you by default. So it's very important to know these things. I actually was thinking to make some lead code shots today. So I can like work on my lead code and dynamic programming stuff. And I can make some on cloud. Yeah, I can do some. And if you have any topics, let me know. I have to talk to Sriram too. I have to add those emotes on YouTube and Twitch for all the subscribers and everyone. Yeah. Ashish, no, I saw that you did the blog. I didn't did the whole read. So everyone, please go through the Ashish blogs, and I will also go through it after going through the going to the washroom. I have to go quickly now. Chala. Okay. Oh, it's VPN. That's why. Red team versus blue team. Nice. Oh, nice. We are talking about stories. You did told me you will be working on stories. Nice. Dude, that's awesome. Like I will have a read through it. But it's great. I love the consistency, boss. Good job. Okay, lads. Sorry, I have to leave early. This stream is a bit smaller. For cloud, we'll do it on the weekends. We'll do more like Friday night and like Saturday morning streams for cloud specific. The reason they will be less compared to lead code and hack the works because I need to prepare the material for it. I really need to know what to do before I jump into these. It was 2 hours. Oh, it is 1.4 4 hours, huh? Time pass. Time flies by fast. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Time to go to sleep. Time to go to bed. Okay. But yeah, lads, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. For you guys, I will say a homework would be go through this, and also go through chapter 1 of system design. Indeed, indeed. Let me send this system design interview. I have actually thought of it, but problem is a lot of things I use are related to Microsoft. For example, using Word and stuff. So I'm actually for work related stuff too. So I'm kind of stuck with it. That's good. That's great, man. Read this book. It will help you guys a lot. Where's this one? Nope, not this. Interview, GitHub, PDF. Let me close this. I'll send you the link right now. I'm just working on the link myself. Here we go. So we created something like this today, right? Similar to this. Why? Oh, sorry. Yeah, there is some book here. Look at this. Yep. So have a look this. You will be able to find something to get this information. And if you like the book, pay the get a copy version, right? Because it's a really good book. I have read couple of chapters. There is a rate limiter. There's so many things, so many projects you can do with me, and we will post things on GitHub more with these scripts and stuff. So great profile you can make on GitHub. Okay, that was it. My throat is giving up. So this has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for all the chats, for everyone for joining. Thank you, Panda. Thank you, Wrench, Ashish, Settle Gamer, Unknown, my boy. Thank you, Sick in the Mind, Dogbite, Mukesh. What's up? Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for joining, man. And I had somebody in the start mention this. They have always worked on the back end. Oh, here it is. Neelan. Uh, Wait, no. Agarwal? Nilang Agarwal. What's up, bro? Thank you so much for joining, lads. And Pogo. Actually, not 100%. No. There is more to it. Don't worry. With time, it will become better. Once you have started producing consistently, we can do it. Oh yeah, Abhinav and Rabbit. Thank you so much, lads, for joining. Thank you, lads. So enjoy the song. We are the ghosts, right? Which I created using AI. In the wires, we are the ghosts. So till then, thank you so much. This was your favorite censored hacker signing off with a big Y, and I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you and bye.
In the wires, we're the ghost. Ego's king, we rule the host. Masks on screens, we wear them proud. Silent hands inside the cloud. Flicker in the firewall glow. Name in red on a watch list row. Every trace that they think they own, we erase, turn it all to smoke.